Good morning, everybody. This is Friday morning, April 16th. Welcome to a short and sweet yoga practice. I wanted to give a couple quotes to set the tone for our workout this morning. The first one I totally agree with, so see what you think. It's short. It's by Matthew Fox. Bigheartedness is the most essential virtue on the spiritual journey. So think about that. Does that sit with you? Bigheartedness, generosity, giving, caring. Do you consider yourself to be on the spiritual journey? If you're in yoga practice, I suspect you are, whether you know it or not, whether you've awakened to that fact or not, because that's what yoga does. It grabs you just when you're not looking. So the other one is by Indira Gandhi, and it's very yogic. You must learn to be still in the midst of activity and to be vibrantly alive in repose. So this is a mindfulness choice. Just see how that sits with you. So we'll start with centering. I need to turn this thing. It's blowing my hair into my face. Let's see if that works. Sit tall. Lift in your spinal column up through your crown. Root into the earth. Take your root chakra, the base of your torso, the perineum, down into the earth. Connect. And lift that energy up through your body and shoot it up out the crown of your head, up into the sky and out into the cosmos to connect with the universe, whatever that means to you. Allow yourself to become quiet and still vibrantly alive in your stillness. Notice your breath happening. Is it an easy flowing breath or is it difficult? Is it smooth or are there glitches in it? Are you holding tight in your abdomen, around the diaphragm muscle? Are you tight in the chest around your lungs? What about in the back side of your lungs and diaphragm? Diaphragm muscles attached to the ribs. Let yourself settle deeper into stillness. Become aware of your body, sensations within, your muscles and joints, tendons. How does it feel to be in your body today? If you are practicing in the morning, you might have a little stiffness from sleeping overnight. Just make some micro moves to see if you have tightness or pain anywhere that might need a little extra TLC. Now, just for a moment, bring your attention to your heart center. Either focus into your sternum, where the heart chakra is, or we have a high heart chakra, which is between your heart and your throat. So it represents communication, compassionate communication with spirit. The high heart chakra is relatively new. I remember finding it back in the early 90s in meditation, where the green from the heart chakra and the blue from the throat chakra merged and formed a color that I've only seen once in the outer world. It's a little bit like turquoise, but with a little bit more green, if you can imagine that. So if you can imagine that color, bring a pin dot of that color into your chest where you're focusing. And with each breath, let it expand. Expanding your heart, shining your light effortlessly because of who you are. And we'll attune to breath using Pushpaputta. Just bring your hands together, palms up in front of you. the outer edges of your hands and pinky fingers together. Cup the hands slightly so that they would hold water, and just bend the first segment of your fingers from your fingernails up to that first segment, a slight bend there. Now send your arms forward in an inhale. Lift up to receive drippings of abundance flowing in and then lowering down. Exhale and acknowledge your own generosity. So breathe in and receive abundance and prosperity. Lift up, reach, and exhale. Come back down, bringing it in, and acknowledge your abundance allows you to be generous. And breathe, reach. Exhale, come back down, and we'll move through this breath 2 more times. So breathe and receive abundance. Let it flow into your hands like water for the flowers. Exhale back down and send out generosity. Breathe in abundance, knowing abundance and prosperity are yours. It's your birthright. Exhale, come down. And allow that big-heartedness, that generosity to flow out from you. Pause just for a moment to reflect on that. When you know you're abundant, when you feel your abundance, when you manifest without blockage to your abundance, then you are able to share and to give generously. And it becomes a full circle, receiving and giving. So just bring your palms together and one breath, lifting arms up overhead. Deep breath. And back down. Exhale. And then open your eyes and we'll start some moves. All right, just with your palms on your knees, breathe your shoulders up to your ears, press your head back, contract those muscles, squeeze out any tension, and let them drop down away from your ears. And breathe them up. Squeeze, contract, and exhale down, letting them drop. And one more time, breathe them up. Squeezing out all the tension from the week, preparing to head into the weekend. And exhale, let it drop. And allow your chin to drop down towards your chest. Just pause with your head forward. And then start to circle around. Either direction is fine. Slow, easy rolls. rolling in your neck. But feel the spine and feel the sensations this causes, if any. You might have pain from sitting at the computer a lot, or maybe you've had car accidents like a whiplash. Just see how it feels for you. Maybe it feels really good and loose, and we'll reverse direction. Keep your breath flowing. Circle around. All right. And we've been sitting for a while now, so let's unfold our legs, shake them out. Ah, feels good, doesn't it? Letting the knees straighten, and some windshield wipers with your feet, working up into the hip joints and circle around. Reverse. And flex, sit tall in Dandasana and flex and point a few times. And then squeeze those toes. Contract, bend, squeeze all the way to the ball of your foot, and then spread them wide, stretch them out, and squeeze and bend. It may seem boring to work with your toes, but I'll tell you, when my mother was in the nursing home, I saw so many people that couldn't even move their toes. So take care of your toes along with the rest of your body, right? Okay, come up onto the balls of your feet, just a couple of rolls forward on towards your knees. And then I like to hop in yoga. So just lift up, hop your feet apart, and we'll open the hip joints, stretch, warming them up, loosening, releasing toxins from the lymph nodes and the lymph glands. We have many, many, many that empty into the groin area. And lymph only moves with physical movement. It's not like blood flowing and circulating. Lymph will just stay there unless you move your body. So we're going to move it out. Now we're going to become aware of our chakras this morning. So come into Malasana. If your heels don't come down, that's okay. You can balance on the balls of your feet. Press the feet down into the floor and isometrically pull them in for balance if you need to. Otherwise, if your feet come down, that's fine. Press your elbows against your knees. And at first, just rock side to side a little bit to loosen and feel those psoas muscles around your groin. And then press the knees open, lift in your spine, and bring your thumbs in towards that generous heart of yours. Now, focus into the perineum, the pelvic floor. Just imagine the red energy there in the chakra and send it down into the earth. Now you have more chakras beneath you that extend out from your body. You have the earth star chakra, which is turquoise and pink. So imagine that next. So you have red at the base of the spine. Then you have the Earth Star, which is turquoise and pink. And then you have another chakra. It's called the crystal diamond core, which is turquoise and teal and aqua. So all those blue-green colors down into the earth. All right, bring your palms down to the floor, slide them forward, and step your feet back. Let your knees come down, come into a puppy stretch, and relax your shoulders down to the floor. Spider walk your fingers forward, stretching and opening. Now turn your fingers in a little bit and the forearms, turn them in a little bit to open the shoulders. All right, and then lift up, come down onto one hip. We're going to come down onto our backs for Setu Bandhasana, the half bridge and then the full bridge, because the next chakra is our second chakra, the sacral, below the navel, and the color is orange. So just lower down onto your back. Knees are bent. Bring your heels towards your hips, not all the way in. You want your low legs perpendicular to the floor, toes pointing forward. Arms are at your sides. Roll your shoulder blades under. Take in a breath. And press your navel into your spine and your spine into the floor. That's going to tilt your hips up a little bit. And then press your tailbone down and lift your sacrum up off the floor. Breathe and exhale. Press down. And this time, just roll your hips right up off the floor. Press your arms and shoulders into the floor, as well as your feet. Just your hip bones, your knees, and your ankles should all be lined up. See if you can use your kinesthetic awareness to feel that alignment so that you're in a safe position for Setu Bandhasana, half bridge. Take in a breath and roll back down on the spine. Roll the hips under to stretch the low back. Right through that sacral area where the orange chakra is. Now let the tailbone press down into the floor and lift your sacrum off the floor. You'll come into a little arch and focus into that orange chakra. Let it spin, pulsate the color, and then press down, roll it down. We're going to come back up into half bridge. Roll up. Breathe. Focus in the sacrum area, that chakra, the orange creative chakra, regenerative area. Lift a little higher. Now bring your hands together, interlace your fingers, and roll side to side. Bring your elbows underneath you, bring your shoulders underneath you, forming some little pillows. Press your arms down and lift your hips up higher. Come into the full bridge. Lift up, creating even more of an arch. So we're a bridge between the heavens and the earth. We're a rainbow bridge. Focus on the second chakra. Spin that color. Orange. Breathe. Lift a little higher, a little bit. Feel the muscles you're using and soften. Let your arms and shoulders come down. Separate your hands and roll your back down onto the floor. Pressing that chakra down. And now just bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around and roll side to side. Stretch your hips a little bit here. If you like, you can bring your head up to meet your knees. Now, for a little ab work, we're going to stretch out our legs and lift up and bring it in. Breathe. And exhale the knees closer. And shoot the legs out. Come up. Hold. Feel those abdominal muscles. Now we're working with the solar plexus chakra. And lower down. Taking a breath. Exhale the knees in. Give them a squeeze. Stretch your back. Taking another breath. Pop it out. Legs. Come into a nice long line. And breathe. Bring it in. Exhale. Couple of rocks side to side. Loosen up. And one last time. Breathe. And pop it out. Hold, 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 hold. Breathe. Use your Ujjayi breath if you want. And lower back down. Bring your knees in. And after our Setu Bandhasana, where we were, excuse me, pressing our hips up, we want to stretch them out. So we'll come into four square on our backs while we're here. So just bring your right ankle over the left thigh. Flex that right foot. Bring your right hand through the opening that your right leg makes and hold on to the left shin or knee, and then wrap the other palm over. Press your right elbow into that thigh. Press it out. Take in your breath. Exhale and draw the knee in. Pull your left knee in and you'll feel the stretch on your right hip. Take in your breath. Let the stretch out just slightly. Exhale, pull it in again. Pull to your edge. And just release it a little bit. Just give it a break. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, pull it in as close as you can come. Press the knee out. And if you like, you can bring your head up to meet your foot and knee. Pull in and then lower down. All right. We'll switch legs. Flex the left foot. Cross it over the right thigh. Bring your left hand through that opening that the left leg makes. Reach for your right knee or shin, and then with your right hand, wrap it over the palm. Press your left elbow into that left knee or thigh and press the knee out to give you the four square. Loosen it up. Take in your breath. Exhale, pull in. Excuse me, sorry. And just let it out a little bit. Let it relax. Breathe. Exhale, pull it in. Left foot remains flexed. That helps you stay in alignment so you don't injure yourself. Relax your shoulders down and release the leg out. Taking another breath. Exhale, pull in. And if you wish, bring your head up and bring your knee in. And release. Now let both legs out. Come into that hold again, stimulating your solar plexus chakra, the yellow chakra, right in your abdomen, where your ribs meet in front of the body. And now just lift up, cross your legs, and come forward for forward bend. All right, now just come up into standing. Let's pass through head to knee pose. So take in your breath. Exhale, lift your hips up. Stretch the back of your legs. And you can bend and straighten to loosen up the backs of your knees and your hamstrings in and out of the stretch. So breathe as you bend your knees. Exhale. See if you can keep your chest close to your knees and thighs. Bring your head in. Soften, breathe. Exhale, come in to the stretch. All right, now soften the knees. Take the arms behind you and scoop them up as you come into chair pose. Reach up. Step towards the front end of your mat. Almost said your blanket. Your mat in chair pose. Now draw the solar plexus and the navel into the spine. Reach up. Take in your breath. And as you exhale, shift the weight over to your right foot and reach back with your left leg into warrior one pose. Reach up. Breathe. Exhale and lower down. Become aware of your heart chakra. Breathe it up. Exhale down. Breathe it up. Let your hips relax. Exhale down. The back heel is lifted. And breathe it up just to where your shoulders are. Breathe up. Reach. And we're going to pivot into warrior two. Lift. Pivot. Bring the back hip down. Open the hips into warrior two. Now just to loosen up a little bit more, breathe the knee in. Exhale out. Breathe it in. Exhale out. Open the knee. Draw the tummy in. Whoops. And lengthen down in the spine. Elongate the spine. Arms are out. Become aware of your heart chakra at your sternum. Breathe the knee in. Exhale out. If you need to separate your feet further to deepen your pose, listen to that prompting from your body. Breathe. Exhale out and hold. heart chakra, green, high heart chakra, blue and green. And draw the knee in. Triangle pose is an excellent pose for raising energy. So let's come into that before we go to the other side with Warrior Two. So press down in that front hip, press the hips to the back, and reach forward. Keep your body facing the wall, facing forward. And then switch your arms. Press against the low leg. Open the shoulders and the chest, the hips. Front knee is straight. Look up into your palm. Relax down into the pose. And reach fingertips up. Come back into Warrior Two. Feel how loose your hips have become after this work. So open more into your Warrior Two. Firmly press in both feet. Turn your palms up. Breathe. Lift the back heel into Warrior One. Pull back. We're going to spring forward into Tadasana where we started. Bend your knees. We started in chair pose, and we'll just repeat all that on the other side. So step your right leg back into Warrior One. Breathe, arms overhead. Breathe, fingertips to the sky. Heart chakra extends out through the arms and hands. Green arms and hands. Breathe it up. Exhale down. Breathe it up. Exhale down. One more. Breathe it up. And we're going to pivot into Warrior Two. And just align into your Warrior Two. Open the knee. Breathe it in. A few vinyasa breaths. Breathe it in. Exhale out. And then come in to hold your pose. If you need to separate your feet more to allow for your stretch. Be aware of your heart chakra. Arms are connected to that. And then breathe the knee in. Press down in the front hip flexor. Press your hips to the back and reach out. Lower your body. This isn't about reaching for the floor. It's about the stretch in your front leg especially. And then switch your arms. Open the hips, open the shoulders, look up into your palm. Heart chakra, front and back. Chakras go all the way through your body. And reach up. Back into Warrior Two. Feel the ease this time. Press both feet firmly into the ground and lift the back heel, pivot into your Warrior One. Pull back, inhale, and spring forward into Tadasana. Now bend your knees, palms to the floor, step your feet back. Come into your plank. Let your knees down, the tops of your feet, and just hang out in just hanging out. We're just allowing a stretch to happen in the low back here. Now lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Bend your elbows and lower your pubic triangle onto the ground. Legs remain close by, so bring your shoulders up to the ears, pull shoulder blades together, and lower down. Now lift your chin into cobra. Press the hips into the ground. Legs are active. Lift and open your throat chakra, blue, sky blue. Open that, spin the energy. Now lift up onto your knees and pull back into child's pose. Hips on your heels. Bring your arms around and let your forehead touch the earth. Your third eye, Ajna chakra, indigo blue. Think of the night sky. Let that color spin and pulsate. Now bring your palms next to your knees and lift. Come over onto your hips. Come around into easy pose, or if you want to come into half lotus or full lotus. We have now the crown chakra, which is violet, like the flowers. This is your 1,000-petaled lotus on the top of your head. Let it open and let the color spin, cleansing. Let that chakra open. Now we have 3 more chakras at least that we'll work with opening. So above your crown chakra is the Celestial Chakra, which is silver like the moon. So you can think of the moon overhead if you want, if that helps. Let the energy rise up a little higher, maybe about a foot, into the golden solar chakra. So think of the moon and then the sun, golden. And then above that is your galactic chakra, platinum, and your diamond light chakra. So we have the diamond ab- above the celestial and the solar, and beneath the earth star, you have the diamond core. So your galactic platinum color diamond light. So now just keeping the awareness of your chakras spinning, flowing, pulsating, and come down onto your back for Shavasana to rest and allow transformation to occur where you release tension. If you don't think you're tense, then go deeper. Pretty much all of us have deeper tensions, especially at this time where we're building towards ascension. If you're participating in that rise of frequency and dimension. Come into rest. So now there's nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just relax. Feet and legs, hips, spinal column, torso, shoulders, arms and hands, neck and throat, face, head. No holding. Just relax. Stay with it. Let your thoughts pass through your mind. Let go a little bit more. I'll come back in a few minutes to bring you back. Now, staying relaxed for a little bit longer. Imagine your chakra color starting with your earth star and crystal diamond core beneath your feet. Crystal diamond core is turquoise, teal, and aqua, all those blue-green colors, the spinning vortex, and then your earth star is turquoise and pink. Then come up into your root chakra, the red, pure, available energy. Then your orange creative chakra at the navel, just below. Then up to your solar plexus, yellow chakra, your own sun there. The green heart chakra at your sternum. Then the high heart chakra, if you work with that. Everybody received that chakra, but not everybody works with it. It's compassionate communication with spirit. So if you pray and you hear a response, that's your connection there. And then your throat chakra, the sky blue. Imagine that spinning. That's your ability to speak truth. Then your indigo chakra in your forehead, intuition, ability to see patterns. Then up to your crown chakra, the violet Sahasrara, thousand petal lotus. And then up to your celestial silver chakra above your head. Then your solar golden chakra above the celestial. And then finally, the galactic chakra, your diamond light platinum. So, with all your chakras cleansed and spinning vibrantly, this is how you can be still in the midst of activity and be vibrantly alive in repose, which is where you are now. So coming out of repose, start to wiggle your fingers and toes, move a little bit, reach your arms up overhead and stretch long, pull your low back down against the earth, taking a deep breath, and bring your arms back to your sides. Lift your knees up to your chest and pull them in for a stretch. If it feels good, roll side to side. And then come to one side and roll up into sitting. Refreshed and rejuvenated, cleansed, ready to meet the day or the evening, whichever, when you're listening to this recording. Bring your hands into mudra to seal in the benefits of your practice. And bring palms into Anjali Mudra, prayer hands. And may the abundance flow in and your generosity flow out in full circle. Living out your big-heartedness on your spiritual journey. Thank you for being here, and namaste. But before you go, I want to give you a little assignment. Everyone, I want you to write into the comments box, or you can go to my website, michellestaryoga.com, and my email is listed there. You can contact me through there. And write down a story of from the time you see this video or experience this class. From then on, see when you experienced your own big-heartedness and generosity. Write back to me and let me know what happened and how you felt. And if you want to leave your email, that's fine. I can respond to you that way. But let's see how big our hearts are as we shine our light out into the world. So enjoy the weekend if you're listening to this before the weekend starts. And namaste, everybody. Thank you for being here. Love you.